Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, completely unable to move, as if something invisible and heavy was pressing down on your chest? You try to scream, but no sound escapes your lips. You fight to lift a hand, to twitch a finger, to move a toe, anything, but your limbs are frozen in place. It's as though some unseen force has paralyzed your body. Your mind is fully awake, flooded with panic, but your body refuses to respond. Eventually, after what feels like an eternity, the pressure lifts. You're finally able to breathe deeply again. Your muscles respond. You sit up, drenched in sweat, heart pounding, your body drained of energy. The experience leaves you shaken, exhausted, and confused. This is what many cultures refer to as sleep paralysis, or, more hauntingly in folklore, being pressed by a ghost. But what exactly causes this terrifying phenomenon? Is it a spiritual attack in the dead of night? Or is there a scientific explanation hidden behind the fear? Let's explore this unsettling experience in detail. The common nightmare that doesn't go away. If you've been through this before, you're not alone. Most people will encounter sleep paralysis at least once or twice in their lifetime. For some, it's a rare and isolated event. For others, it can occur repeatedly, sometimes even several times a month. Interestingly, the people who experience sleep paralysis more frequently often have a few things in common. Psychologists suggest that those under high stress, suffering from anxiety, or prone to believing in supernatural entities are more likely to encounter it. In spiritual terms, this is sometimes described as having a sensitive soul, or being more susceptible to the unseen world. However, science has identified a range of triggers. Sleep paralysis may be linked to irregular sleep patterns, extreme fatigue, or even just sleeping in a different place, like a hotel room, a friend's house, or any unfamiliar environment. And there's another odd pattern. Most sleep paralysis episodes happen when people are sleeping on their backs. There's no scientific proof yet as to why this is, but many believe it has something to do with the way pressure is distributed on the chest in this position. No two episodes are exactly the same. Some people feel only mild discomfort, a gentle pressure, a sense of unease. Others describe overwhelming fear, chest-tightening pressure, and even vivid hallucinations. Some claim they've seen shadowy figures creeping into their rooms, felt cold hands touching them, or even sensed a presence sitting on their chest. And these aren't isolated cases. Across cultures and continents, people from all walks of life have reported similar stories. Despite the differences in language, religion, and geography, many describe sleep paralysis in eerily similar terms, as an attack from a ghost, demon, or malevolent force. But what does science have to say about all this? Peeling back the layers. What happens during sleep? To understand sleep paralysis, we first need to understand sleep itself. Sleep isn't a single, uniform state. It's made up of a cycle that moves through 4 distinct stages. Here's a quick breakdown. Stage 1. This is the transition from wakefulness to sleep. Your body begins to relax, breathing slows, and your brain activity begins to wind down. Stage 2. You enter light sleep. You're no longer fully aware of your surroundings, but you could still be easily awakened. Stage 3. This is deep sleep. Your body goes into full rest mode. If someone tried to wake you up during this stage, it would be difficult. Stage 4. And then, we hit the most mysterious stage, REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. This is when dreams occur. During REM sleep, your brain becomes incredibly active, almost as if you're awake. Your eyes dart back and forth under your eyelids. But here's the strange part. Your body becomes temporarily paralyzed. This is a safety feature. It keeps your body from acting out your dreams, like flailing your arms or running into a wall in your sleep. Normally, this all works smoothly. You dream, your body stays still, and you wake up without ever knowing anything unusual happened. But sometimes, something goes wrong. When the brain wakes up but the body stays asleep. In rare instances, the brain wakes up before the body catches up. You regain consciousness, Your eyes open, and you're aware of your surroundings, but the REM paralysis hasn't worn off yet. This mismatch between a conscious mind and a paralyzed body is what causes sleep paralysis. You try to move but can't. You try to scream but nothing comes out. The chest feels tight, almost like you can't breathe, and your panicking brain starts filling in the blanks, often with terrifying results. Some people report seeing shadows or hearing footsteps. Others feel the presence of an intruder. The truth? These are hallucinations. Your mind trying to make sense of the fear and helplessness. The boundary between dreaming and waking becomes blurred. You're stuck in a strange twilight zone where fear is amplified, and logic takes a backseat. The fear feels real, because it is. While nothing physically dangerous is happening, the fear you experience during sleep paralysis is intense. Your body's fight or flight response kicks in. Your heart races. You sweat. You may even cry after the episode ends. The reason for this panic is oxygen deprivation. During deep sleep, your breathing slows down, so when you wake up in the middle of REM sleep, your brain suddenly demands more oxygen, but your lungs are still in sleep mode. This creates the sensation of suffocating, which can feel like something is sitting on your chest. And when you're in that half-dream, half-awake state, your brain might project images that align with your fears, whether it's a ghostly figure, a demon, or something even harder to explain. It's not surprising, then, that across cultures and centuries, people have interpreted sleep paralysis as a spiritual or supernatural attack, superstition and shared experience across the globe. In Vietnam, it's called ma da, meaning ghost pressing. In Japan, it's known as Kanashibari. In Newfoundland, they speak of the old hag. In Egypt, it's believed to be an encounter with a jinn. Despite the different names and beliefs, the core experience remains the same: waking up, unable to move, sensing a terrifying presence. Even more fascinating is that these reports stretch back for hundreds of years. Long before sleep studies in neuroscience, people were describing the exact symptoms of what we now call sleep paralysis. This suggests that the experience is universal, crossing borders, cultures, and beliefs. Yet while folklore offers one lens through which to understand the phenomenon, science continues to push for more grounded explanations. So what helps, and what doesn't? Some people swear by placing knives or scissors under their pillows to ward off spirits. Others leave a light on, burn incense, or recite prayers before sleep. While these rituals may not have scientific backing, they offer comfort, and in many cases, that's enough. From a psychological perspective, these actions help reduce anxiety, which in turn can lower the likelihood of sleep paralysis episodes. So while the rituals themselves may not stop the condition, the calm they bring might. From a medical standpoint, here's what's recommended. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Avoid caffeine or alcohol before bed. Reduce stress through meditation or light exercise. Avoid sleeping on your back if that seems to trigger episodes. Don't panic if it happens. Remind yourself that it will pass. And remember, while it feels terrifying, sleep paralysis isn't harmful. It can't hurt you. It's simply a glitch in your body's transition between sleep stages. Final thoughts. Whether you view sleep paralysis through the lens of science or spirituality, one thing is clear. It's an incredibly intense experience that stays with you. For some, it's a one-time scare. For others, it's a recurring nightmare. Either way, it's worth understanding, not just to make peace with it, but to be able to talk about it openly. Have you ever had a sleep paralysis experience? What did it feel like? Was it purely physical, or did it feel like something more? Let us know your story in the comments. And if you found this video helpful or relatable, give it a like, subscribe for more stories like this, and remember, you're not alone. Thanks for watching.